These are ankle curls. I really like this for shin splints, as sometimes the tibialis anterior can be involved with shin splints. You have to get your foot up on an elevated surface just because we're going to be using a kettlebell. This would be really hard to do with a dumbbell. You need something that you can get your foot into and try and get it up as high as you can. If it's not fitting with the shoe, you can just take your shoe off. However, we're going to curl up and then really focus on eccentrically going down slowly. Again, curl up as high as you can. You should feel the muscles in front of your shins really starting to work and burn. Go nice and slow. You want to make sure that this is high up on the foot. It's not just your toes that are getting a workout. You want to feel the muscles in front of your shin here, especially this tibialis anterior, getting an exercise.
For this exercise, I'm going to anchor a band about waist height, and then from here I'm going to walk out. So I'm going to go away from the anchor until I feel a pretty strong resistance. Now I'm going to balance on one leg. The leg you're going to balance on is going to be the leg away from the anchor. So you're going to hold your balance there, hold onto this resistance band, punch out. And this is going to be your starting position. Now what you're going to do in this position is rotate back and forth. So you're going to rotate towards the anchor, your whole body's going to rotate, and then you're going to open your chest up the opposite direction. And you want to make sure the foot and ankle muscles stay strong the whole time. So as I'm rotating away, my foot arch is really going to have to open up and increase in height when I rotate towards this direction. I'm going to rotate back and forth. So make sure to stay strong at your foot and ankle. So this is where my arch is going to have to come up. And then I rotate back this way. So my whole leg's going to have to work, but I want to make sure to stay strong in the foot and ankle. And then as I rotate back and forth, I'm going to have a good amount of core and shoulder activation as well. You want to move very slow and controlled as you perform this exercise.
With these single leg soleus deficit raises, you want to maintain a squat position first. You want to make sure your hips stay at the same level. They're not actually going up and down as you're doing your heel raise. So first I'm going to maintain this squat position, keep my hips at the same level, lift up my other side, and then I'm going to be lifting one heel up and down, nice and slow, trying to lower that heel as much as we can. Keeping the pressure through all the balls of the toes, especially that first one.
With this exercise, what you want to do is hold on to weights with both sides. I'm using a dumbbell here. And in the starting position, you're going to lift up your heels, put your weight into your forefoot, and then you're going to pull the shoulder blades back and up a little bit, and you're going to bend the knees a slight bit. Make sure your knees stay unlocked for the entirety of this movement. And so this is going to be your starting position. And off of this starting position, you're going to take steps. Make sure each step is very slow and controlled. Try to minimize the amount of sound that you make into hitting the floor. It should be very, very quiet. Try to make no noise at all if possible. Let me show you how that's going to look. Starting off, lifting the heels, unlocking the knees, keeping the knees in this bent position, shoulder blades backing up. And now I'm going to take a step, very slow and controlled. You can't even hear anything when I take a step because I'm moving with a lot of control here. It's going to be a slow movement. So I'm going to feel my calf work, I'm going to feel my quad work, maybe a little bit of glutes, and also my shoulder blades are going to have to hold on to this weight by pulling my shoulder blades up and back a little bit.